Whenever we bought the Super Salad, we were doing $8,000–9,000 a week, and we have incrementally increased that in the past 12 months or so to over $24,000. I did training with Super Salad in Austin, Texas, and I worked at a store before I owned it myself. I have always acted as if I owned wherever it was that I was working. And so really nothing changed as far as what I do day in, day out. And here's what I learned to turn something. The first thing I did was we cleaned up the entryway. We focused on our product, and we focused on our service. We paid attention to our cleanliness, our ambiance, our music, our lights, and then we focused on our execution. I dressed really sharp, put on my logo, my name tag, didn't have a cashier, I worked the register. The next thing I did was make sure that my salad bar was bountiful and perfectly standing up. That changed everything. We can ring over $1,000 an hour. Really, the fact is we run out of seats, or we could ring more. We don't know where the lid is. We talk about loving on our customers, that we genuinely look them in the eye and tell them how much we appreciate that they're here. Every single person that walks inside this restaurant will be greeted. If there's not a server or a head wait or another manager, then somebody from the salad bar will say, hey, how you guys doing? Somebody will be right with you. It's our rule that we make sure that everyone is acknowledged whenever they walk in, and then we say thanks for coming on the way out, usually by 2, 3, or more people. And I love on my employees. That means I treat them with respect and care. But also my expectations are very high for them. I want them to be excellent at what they do. Probably 75% of our sales is lunch. There is absolutely nothing more important than being on that floor during that lunch period. Running the register during lunch puts me up front. That means I set the tone with every customer that walks in. Also, it puts me right in front of the salad bar, so I can see where my trays are, where my plates are. I can turn around and I can see the hot bar. I can tell if I have pizzas. I can tell if I have bread. I can see the entire dining room, and I can see everything that's going on. The most important part of my job as an owner or as a manager is to stay focused and keep the team and the staff focused. We are judged by the quality of the food that we put out every day. So we focus on the quality of that food every single day. I personally pick through it, make sure everything is absolutely perfect. If it's not perfect, it goes into the trash. What we started doing as far as labor cost was we started saying, what are the sales that we want, not the sales that we have. And we started actually staffing for the sales that we wanted. It didn't make sense until the sales started coming in. A lot of people are excited about Super Salad. I drive a Super Salad mobile, so I am Super Salad everywhere I go. It's kind of funny. I'll walk in and they're like, hey, Mr. Super Salad, and that is not by accident. You have to be first class. I have to be first class everywhere I go. If I'm picking my kids up at school, or if I'm taking them to a ball game, or if I'm at the grocery store, or if I'm out driving around. But the moment of truth is whenever somebody comes to the front door. Is it clean or is it not? Or the little handprints from last night? Whenever they come in, is there somebody to ring them up? If there is somebody to ring them up, are they smiling? Are they saying, hey, how you doing? Are they acknowledging them personally? You cannot necessarily change everything and fix everything immediately, but with a budget of $0, you can take a towel and you can get it nice and warm, and you can clean up the tile floor and the entryway. With that same towel, after being cleaned, you can clean that salad bar. And then the next thing you need to do is fill up those bowls and keep them filled. And as soon as one person goes through, we're standing it up for the next person. That every single person going through the bar feels as if they're the first person. It's not that complicated. Whenever people come in and they're like, wow, this guy's sharp or this gal's sharp, and that salad bar looks awesome, all the plates are clean, all the trays are clean, everything is clean, that by the time they get to the back and maybe we're struggling a little bit on getting a drink order, that must be a fluke. Whenever I was a manager, the people above me would say, hey, you better get ready, you got some VIPs coming, you need to make sure everything's perfect. And you would turn everything up a notch. The difference in being an owner is that every single person walking inside this restaurant is a VIP. So every single person is treated as if they're the CEO of Super Salad. That's a high standard. And they're going to come. People don't come when the quality of the product is not where it needs to be. If it's not fresh, if it's not to recipe, if it's not beautifully presented, if no one's attentive, if they can't get a refill, if the staff are wrinkled, and if everybody looks like they don't want to be there, is it clean? What does it smell like? Are the bathrooms clean or are they not? All of those things together make people decide, where do I want to spend my money? They tell somebody, hey, you got to go to Super Salad, it's awesome. And they walk in, it better be awesome. And so we made sure that we had somebody on the bar. We had somebody on the bar pretty much from open until close. We had somebody on the hot bar pretty much from open till close. Pizzas will never be out. Pizzas, you can see from the front door, we will not ever run out of pizza. 1 is not good enough. 2 is appealing. We go for 3, we go for 4, and if they're hitting it hard, we'll have 8 cooking. Sales are the report card of what is it that we're doing in the store every day. I do not look at sales until the following day. I'm not pulling up on the computer, I'm not looking at it every minute, and if you will focus on the right things, if you'll focus on the product and the service and the ambiance and the executing of what we do every day and love on everybody in there, those sales will come.